What's up, everybody? This is Joel over here at Static ATX Records. I'm having a little bit of trouble sleeping tonight, so I figured, you know what, it's about time. I picked up this record came out, I think this week or last week, I forget, but I picked it up and I want to talk about it a little bit. So, what we're going to be talking about is this right here. This is Nightmares on Wax. The album is called In a Space Out of Sound. This was Nightmares on Wax's fifth album. It went A Word on Science, Smoker's Delight, Car Boot Soul, Mind Elevation, and then this bad boy right here. It was originally released in 2006 on Warp Records. I don't have it. I don't have an original, but in 2014, Warp repressed it, and that's what this is. This is the earlier reissue, so I'm going to show it real quick. This is the cover. Kind of see a nice sound system on the front. Here's the nice gatefold. And then the back. I'd show you the records, but they're over there on my turntables. Nightmares on Wax, if you're not familiar with them, it is the main force behind Nightmares on Wax is George Evelyn, aka DJ Ease. He was there was another member whose name I forget, and I should have done research to like get that, but it's okay. But he does have a co-producer on this album named Robin Taylor Firth. I don't know a ton about him, but George Evelyn is badass. So we're going to talk a little bit about this album. So again, like I said, originally came out in 2006. There was a repress in 2014, which you're seeing right here. But now this year, they came out with the 20th anniversary edition. Came in this nice box. You can kind of see it's kind of thick here, about an inch thick. It's a nice big box. It's got a what do you call it? Like a elevated texture on it. Before we get into this box, I want to tell you about what's special about the 20th anniversary, right? So let's what they did as part of this, the man, the myth, the legend, Adrian motherfucking Sherwood did a dubbed out remix of the album. If you buy the box set, it comes with it, but they also released the dub album that Adrian did separately from this. So we're going to quickly talk about the standalone version of this. There is the hype sticker. Let's see if I can get it up close to the Nightmares on Wax versus Adrian Sherwood in a Space Out of Dub, in collaboration between On You Sound, which is Adrian's label, and Warp. Here's the back. The standalone version, which I did cheat, I've already opened this up and listened to it because Adrian Sherwood is a fucking god. It has a printed inner, nice artwork there. The standalone version comes on this pink vinyl. Or is it kind of pink? I guess this is pink, like a very light pink. Here's the label. I listened to this already in the store several times. It is amazing as per usual. It's exactly what you would expect from Adrian Sherwood. So the standalone version came on this pink vinyl, and as you will see, the version in the box is different. Now I haven't opened this up yet. Let's look at this hype sticker. Did I bring my glasses? I did not bring my glasses. Let's see if I can read this. Oh shit! I should have planned better. I'm not going to be able to read this. Yeah, it's all blurry to me. I got to get my glasses. Anyway, got my knife here. We're going to open this bad boy up here. And while I'm cutting this open, Nightmares on Wax, if you're not familiar with them, they would be classified as down-tempo electronic music. Sometimes people refer to them as trip-hop. It is... I, at the very least, consider it to be trip hop adjacent. If you're familiar with like Tricky, if you're familiar with, it's a little bit more groovy than Massive Attack. I would compare it like kind of to Tricky's work is how I would So here is the box with the shrink off. Let's take a look. Let's open it up here real quick. There's something cool about this box. I heard in the marketing of it. So let's take the top off. There's the top. This is what you're greeted with when you open it up. Okay, these look to be, are these stickers? I can't really tell. They may be stickers. Let's take this out here. Take this out without damaging it. Okay. Okay, this may be a sticker sheet. I'm not 100% sure. My understanding is this folds out to some artwork. So maybe that's part of it. Okay, yeah, that does look to be part of it. So the next thing, it says Nightmares on Wax and a Space Out of Sound speaker. All you need is scissors, some glue, in your hands. Okay, that's... I don't know if I'm prepared for that. I don't think I have scissors. I have a knife, though. Okay, yeah, so this goes in line with what I was told. I'm told that you're able to create an actual sound system out of all this. So this looks like one of the speakers. What's next in this? Okay, now this looks like the record. Okay. And a space out of sound. So new artwork. Remember the original was like kind of black and white. This one has some trippy colors on it. Same thing with the back. Looks like they... And the original is 2 discs, and this is still 2 discs. First disc, we got some color sleeves here. Let's take a look at the color vinyl. Yes, so the vinyl, it looks like this. It like a cloudy white, but my understanding is it's glow in the dark. So should we test this out? Let me see this. Let me see if I can turn off the light here. That's not really working, is it? It's not really glowing in the dark. Maybe you have to do something to it. You got to like shine a light on it. I don't really know how glow in the dark vinyl is supposed to work. So here's disc 1. Oh, dude, this artwork is sweet, dude. I love this. Disc 2 and a space out of sound. Looks like it is also on this glow in the dark vinyl. Or maybe it's a second disc that's glow in the dark. Hold on. That's the first. Let's see what else we got in the box here. Okay, then we got, this is the Adrian Sherwood. Let's compare the art. Hold on. So here's the artwork of mine, the standalone. Yeah, looks like it's the same artwork. Maybe it's Adrian Sherwood that's glow in the dark. Okay, the second disc is this yellow. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is neon yellow or something. Let's put this back in here. And that's all there is. So there's the Adrian Sherwood. So Adrian Sherwood, the second disc. You got the 2 discs of the album. Put all this stuff back in here. I'm going to see if I can put together this sound system here. By the way, I love this album. I should probably talk about the album. Tracks are Passion, The Sweetest. I love The Sweetest. The Sweetest is pretty groovy. We got Flip Ya Lid, Pud Pots, Damn, You Wish, Deep Down, Chime Out, Me, I Am You, Soul Purpose, and African Pirates. What does it say here? We dedicate this anniversary edition in loving memory of Chris Dawkins. I feel like I should know who Chris Dawkins is, but right off the top of my head, I do not. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh no, I pretty much do need some scissors for this. What is this supposed to do? So if I had this speaker here, what are these stickers supposed to do? I gotta be honest with you, I thought this was gonna be cool. Hold on. Did it do something with it? I thought it was supposed to look like this. They made it sound like it was supposed to look like this when you got done. But this is just a single speaker. Unless you're supposed to do something with these stickers. There's nowhere for these stickers to go, though. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's it. That's it. The hype sticker. Here, I pulled up the hype sticker. 20th anniversary edition. It's all out of focus. Yeah, that hype sticker is way too small. I can't read that. Not without my glasses. Yeah, that's hopeless. Do I have my phone here? Maybe I can take a picture of it and then zoom in. I do agree. I think I think all of their albums or all of his albums are essential, but Smoker's Delight and Car Boot Soul, I do have all of their albums. Okay, here we go. I took a picture of the hype sticker and I can zoom in on it. Celebrating 2 decades since the release of one of the most loved albums in the Nightmares on Wax catalog and A Space Out of Sound, sought inspiration in the reggae and dub sound system roots that George Evelyn, aka DJ Ease, grew up on. Skillfully blended with other influences such as soul, hip hop, and jazz, featuring iconic tracks such as You Wish and Flip Ya Lid. The reputation of the record has grown over the years to be seen as one of the key sides in the career of this singular artist. This very special anniversary edition box set contains the original double LP housed in reimagined sleeve. So yeah, they redid the artwork. And I actually really like it. I like the new sleeve, like because I'll show the original again. This is the original. It's black and white, which I mean the original is pretty legendary too. And then the new one, get it back out again here. It's now color. It's all these trippy colors. So original, black and white, new one, color. Very nice. I'm happy when albums like this, and if they had just repressed the album, here, let me finish reading the hype sticker, and I'll talk a little bit about it. This very special edition, original LP housed in a reimagined sleeve, bonus LP of dub versions mixed by Adrian Sherwood on glow-in-the-dark neon yellow vinyl with a glow-in-the-dark sticker sheet and a cutout speaker. Okay, so the stickers are supposed to be glow in the dark. Let's see. Well, I'll play with that later. The way they made it sound was they made it sound like the speakers were supposed to look like an entire sound system, but it's literally just a speaker. So that's not nearly as cool as I thought it was going to be. Um, but yeah. The original has an on you sound feel. Oh yeah, the original album. Um, I mean I could see that. I mean the Adrian Sherwood. I've listened to this now 3 times already. Um, this definitely has an on you sound feel. It's not like light years different. Actually, you know what? I could see you saying that it has the original has an on you sound feel because honestly, this it doesn't sound light years different. So I've heard Adrian Sherwood remix other albums. Like he did that album with Spoon called what was it called? Like something Lucifer and the Sofa or something like that. Obviously, it sounds nothing like Spoon. And I'm Spoon is not like my cup of tea personally, but the Adrian Sherwood remix of the Spoon is amazing. Um, and I love this. I love this Adrian Sherwood remix. Do I think it's better than the original? It's just different than the original. I love the original, so like I can't really say it's better, but it's just different. You know what I mean? It's got the on you sound. The Adrian Sherwood remix. I love Adrian Sherwood. So yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, Adrian Sherwood. You know what I recently heard from Adrian Sherwood? Or let me put these up on should be showing these comments here. Um so actually on my shelf right over here, um kind of right off camera, maybe I can get some of that stuff. Is like a ton of On You Sound albums. And the other day I was going through them and I was putting them in my collection on Discogs, and I ran across an album that I'm going to share here. Um, it's an On You Sound album, but I honestly didn't even know what it was when I bought it. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Um, and I'm glad that I finally took the time to take a look at this. So can you guys see my screen here? No, you cannot. So this album is called Warzone by the group is called the Missing Brazilians. What turns out this is Adrian Sherwood and his wife, right? Because I'm pretty sure this is his wife, Kishi. Um, Kishi Yamamoto was the co-founder with Adrian Sherwood of the On You Sound label, or maybe it's not his wife. I thought, but anyway, that this is basically an Adrian Sherwood and Kishi album, and this is such a good album. I love this. I've slept on this album for way too long. I had it, but I just had it because it was on You Sound, and I didn't even. I'm not even. I didn't even listen to it. My copy was still sealed. I didn't. I hadn't even opened it up yet. And when I was doing research on all these albums that I saw this, and he called himself Crocodile on here, and the Prisoner. He basically gave himself different names to make it seem like it was a group. Um, but it's basically him and Kishi, you know what I mean? It is an absolutely insane, incredible album. On You Sound reissued this. If you look down here, I'll hide the CDs. So the original came out in 1984, and then On You Sound they reissued it back in 2015 and again in 2022. So I'm fairly positive you can get it. Um, I don't have any for sale in the store, but actually, let me see if it's still in print. See if I can get it. If I can, I really need to. Um, or actually, let me make sure I don't have it. Maybe I do have it for sale in the store. I forget. Okay, yeah, it's still in stock. So I can. Oh, and I have it in the store. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. So yeah, you can actually. Here's I'm not sure when I search for missing Brazilians on my site why everything but the girl comes up, but I do actually have it for sale. Not that I'm trying to shill and trying to get people to buy this album, but I do. It is still in print, and I do have it. So anyway, that's not why I'm bringing it up. Hey, Vinyl Kicks. Yeah, yeah. So I wanted to talk a little bit. You guys are kind of coming in late. I don't have a ton of stuff to talk about in on this stream. I was just showing. Or let me hide this. I was just showing off the Nightmares on Wax in a space out of sound, and in this one they're calling it in a space out of dub. Um, yeah, so you'd have to like kind of rewind to see the. But this is the box. I'm not like overly thrilled. Here, let me hide the comments so you can see the whole thing. I don't. I'm not overly thrilled with the cover, like this artwork. I wish they would have just kept the original artwork on here, but it is textured, and it's like these letters down here are all textured. The logo, the now logo in the middle is textured, and now of course is Nightmares on Wax. It's just what is little artist logo, and then the text up here is textured, so it's very tactile. If yeah, so and just so you know, I don't think. Let me double check here because I don't want to speak out of turn here. I think that when they reissued this, I think what they did was it's just the box. Yeah, 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 yeah. It is okay. So when they reissued this, they didn't reissue the album on its own. It's just the box, which comes with the reissue of the album with the Adrian Sherwood remix. But it's only actually I'm an idiot again. Ignore what I just said. You can still get the standalone album. It's still in print. It's $34.99. The box here is $114.99. So it's pretty pricey. $115. You basically get a reissue of the album with the exclusive with the new artwork. You get the Adrian Sherwood album in here, or you have to buy the Adrian Sherwood album. They're selling separately on its own with the box, but it says it's a fold out speaker. I don't know that it's. If I'm being perfectly honest with you, I bought this for myself because I'm a massive Nightmares on Wax fan as well as an Adrian Sherwood fan. But if you're not a massive fan, I don't necessarily think that this is worth it because at the end of the day, it's just a box. The speaker thing is leaves a lot to be desired. The sticker sheet's cool, but it's like I'm not going to take the stickers off the sheet unless I find something really cool to do with them because I want to keep them intact. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. 115 is a little steep for the box, in my opinion. So it's on Spotify, so I have to listen later today. Yeah. What the dub? The dub? The whole album is on streaming, sure, but the dub. I don't know if the dub is on. I assume it is, but I don't know. Oh, okay. The dub. Okay, you are. Yeah, I don't know if it's on streaming. I don't know. I do highly recommend buying this standalone. Let me see how much it is. I don't think it's very much. Let's see what we got here. It's $27.99 for the standalone dub album. The CD is $15.99. I don't have the CD to show you, although I didn't get the CD. Um, the only difference between the standalone Adrian Sherwood remix album and the one in the box is the color. The standalone is pink. It kind of matches the artwork here, and the one in the box is that they say it's glow in the dark, but it didn't glow for me, so I don't know. Maybe I didn't do it right. I personally, I don't buy into that whole thing. I have another album that has quote unquote glow in the dark vinyl, and that's just, if I'm being honest, that's just a gimmick that I'm not that into. I don't really need my vinyl to glow in the dark, personally. But I also think you can probably still get an original. Let's see, what do originals go for? I know this is the so for those that joined late, this is the 2014 reissue. So there's the original came out in 2020, sorry, 2006. The first reissue came out in 2014, and then the 20th anniversary. So I'm looking at the original. Let me share this tab here. We'll go into a deep dive. Deep dive on Discogs. Okay, let's take a look. So the original 2006, 2,300 people have it, and almost 2,000 want it. Yeah, not a lot of copies for sale. Someone's selling an original for $100, near mint. I don't know. What do you guys think? 2006 near mint, maybe. It's possible. Median is 51, but you only have one for sale, so you're jacking it up a little bit. Let's see what I got. So when I bought mine, the reissue in 2014, I don't think I paid very much. Actually, I bought it from a friend. I remember that. It was at the Austin Record Convention. Okay, so here's the 2014 reissue. 3,700 people. Yeah, so you can get it reasonable, like $30. Here's me. Oh, I'm selling the reissue. Oh, so I have the reissue too. What am I? Oh, that's the thing that's because it's still in print. Yeah, yeah. So $34.99. Um, sorry. You would think that like I'm a total idiot that I don't realize I'm selling it myself. I'm not selling my copy. I'm selling a copy that's in the store. Um. Anyway, the only difference that you can tell between I know I probably sound like an idiot because you're like, what? You didn't know you were selling it? The only difference I could tell between the original and the first reissue is the category number. The reissue has an R after it. The original doesn't. Um, yeah, I want to check out the dub version. I already own the regular version on CD. Yeah, yeah, the dub version's phenomenal. Did music on vinyl do a reshoot? Not of this album. Not of wait, did they do any Nightmares on Wax? Let's check here. Let's put this back up here. I don't think I have any music. I'm not seeing music on vinyl in this list here. There's a lot of labels in there. Music. Does that work? Did they do Smoker's Delight? No, they didn't. I'm not seeing any music on vinyl. Sound wise, I always go for the black vinyl, but you can't ignore the resale economics of. Oh, you can't ignore. Right on. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, especially with, I rarely notice a difference between color and black. I also don't necessarily think. I mean, there are definitely some people that like the different variants and whatnot, but I don't know. Most of the people I deal with aren't really into it. But damn, dude, I love this album, dude. In a space out of sound. So this reissue doesn't have gatefold like this. Yeah, right. It doesn't have a gatefold. Let me check here. Yeah, it didn't have a gatefold. Ooh, that's another ding against it. Yeah, dude. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, the original is that, or the reissue, the 2020, the 20th anniversary is just a bigger pocket with both things inside, whereas this is a gatefold. Yeah, that's a ding. Give me the gatefold, man. Give me the gatefold. But they did take this artwork though and put it on the inner sleeve, so you still get all the art. You just don't get the full gatefold. Yeah. Cool, cool. What do we got here? Glow in the dark usually sounds like Boo Boo, but they might have gotten better with the formula. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I'm not going to do like a shootout, an A and B of the glow in the dark versus the pink, but yeah. So I guess that would be my assessment. I don't know. I really like the gatefold, but I like the color on the reissue. I don't know. I'm happy to have both, but I'm not going to hate on people for not wanting to pay $115 for what you get in the box. Yeah. It is on wax, man. I never been able to get Nightmare. I never been able to see Nightmares on Wax perform live. Gatefold looks the business. Color vinyl usually sounds similar to standard black pressing. Yeah. At least these days. These days, I can't really tell the difference. But then again, I'm not really an audiophile to be saying anything about it. Yep. So that's all I got, folks. I don't got anything else, and I don't have my equipment.